And welcome back. I know it's been a few days, more than that even, since the last episode, but in that time I have been a little bit busy working on that nether fortress over there, getting it primed for wither skeleton spawning. I spent some time looking in the on the Minecraft wiki and on the Minecraft forums, reading up on information about their spawning conditions and so on. And so I figured out a little bit there, and also there was a mention in the Minecraft wiki that light levels might matter to wither skeletons. So I did an experiment there. I took out the torches that I had in that area and brought the light level back down. And it does seem to be confirmed because after I did that, the wither skeleton spawns increased considerably. And in fact, I have gotten one wither skeleton skull so far. Now, having just recently emptied out my inventory of junk that I had collected over there and refreshed my supply of potions, dropping off that skull, I am now heading back over. Because, of course, you need 3 of those skulls at least. And I've put in a ladder here at the fortress for somewhat easier access to get into it. And this little structure here to help me find the ladder for going back down. And I have a nice easy pathway into here. Now I had all this area slabbed originally. Oh, wait a minute. Fix that. No, I don't have any blocks. I'll take that one. I had originally slabbed this whole area, including the nether fortress. But one of the things I learned is that the wither skeletons in the areas that qualify as corridors or bridges and whatnot, they can spawn in that area, and the boundary is 5 blocks wide. So that's the 3 blocks of the actual corridor or bridge plus the block on either side that counts as the wall. So I've stripped that out and took the half slabs out of there, and I've gotten a lot more wither spawns that way. And in this area, right here, this wall here, cobblestone with half slabs on top, it represents just 1 block outside of the spawning area, the spawn range in this intersection. And of course this other intersection right here butts up against this one in its area. So I've opened all this up into one large wither spawning area. I need to open this corridor up to the full 5 blocks wide like I've done the others, or several of the others. I haven't done them all. I've got this blocked off because there is a blaze spawner back there, and I'll do something with it eventually. I need to finish getting that wall opened up. I got this one opened up, and I had to go back and get a new pick because I was pretty much wearing this one out. The downside of this is that in addition to wither skeletons, I'm also getting a lot of zombie pigmen in here and blaze, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll deal with it for right now, at least until I have sufficient wither skulls for my needs. Then I might come in here and half slab the whole place when I'm done collecting withers. And let's see, down here, so here's a section of corridor that I've opened up to the full 5 wide, and there's another one up ahead. Right in here is another one of these intersection areas opened up, and I've got the whole place opened up all the way back to here. And basically what I've been doing is just kind of cruising around in here. Wait a minute, let me oh, it already is up. Okay. I'm just going through here and taking out the wither skeletons when I find them, taking care of these nether slimes, magma cubes, whatever you want to call them, picking up a few magma creams, although I'm not really all that concerned about those because I can make those. The big problem with the blaze is that they set things on fire and turn the lights up. And I forgot to do this. There. Alright, so we've got plenty of wither skeleton spawnable area. And most of what I've been doing is just what you see here, just walking around the area, kind of patrolling the whole area, and taking them out when I see them. I collected a bunch of bones, a fair amount of coal, and so on. I'm working on coming up with the 3 that I need to do the wither boss. And of course there is also the occasional ghast. And I seem to be pretty bad at hitting them. I manage it occasionally, but most of the time, no. And that's why over in that main area there, I've actually put in a ceiling, because it was completely open to ghast attack. So I put a ceiling on there and went up and half slapped the top of it. And it's working out pretty well. It's just a matter of patrol the area looking for our guest of the day, the wither skeleton. And so I'm going to keep that up for a while and see if I can't come up with 2 more wither skeleton skulls. Here's an opportunity or 2 right here. Coal and bones. And wither effect temporarily. And here's more of them. Okay, more bones. More coal. Well, it's not exactly an exciting process, which is why I'm not going to record very much of it. It's certainly not very much more than what you've already seen. I'm just going to keep at it, cruising around, and dealing with as many of them as I can until I finally have the skulls that I require. And so, I'm going to get about the business of that and check in looking for more. Alright, here we are about, I think it's about an hour and a half or so later. At one point I realized I had gotten up to level 35 on experience, so I took a break. I went back out to the end farm and I repaired my bow and sword and my armor, and I restocked on fire resist. Came back in. Oh boy, that was not good. I didn't mean to hit the zombie pigman. I know that's bad news. Alright, let's I'm gonna duck in here for a minute. A little bit of healing action going on. I don't want that. Okay. Not bad. I've come up with almost half a stack of coal, a stack of bones, I even got a couple of gas tiers and some gunpowder. And working on a stack and 3/4 of blaze rods, 42 magma creams. I have been busy, and it's, like I said, I've spent about the last hour and a half doing this, with the exception of about a 10-minute break in the end, getting my gear replaced or repaired. You can see it's already looking like it's starting to need some repair again. So, oh boy. I'm thinking that when this current potion wears off, I'm going to hit that last one and head out of here, because I think I've had about all of the running around this fortress that I can tolerate for one day. So I'm going to get out of here and look into something else. Something that doesn't involve being shot at constantly. I gotta say one thing. That this sword with Blaze is a 2-hit kill. That's pretty good. Sometimes a 1-hit, but usually 2. Hello? I believe I have crashed. I believe the whole frickin' computer is locked up. Okay. Just coming back in after that crash. And it doesn't look like I've lost anything significant. Alright. Alrighty. And as for the crash, I figured out what I know what it was, because of the error that popped up right after Minecraft shut down. And it is an error that means the video card is overheating, which means I need to shut down and get the heat sinks on that thing blown out with some compressed air. And I think when I come back in, I'm going to get into doing something else, like I said, that doesn't involve being shot at. So I'm going to do that, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Alright, I have taken some time away from this wither hunting thing, and while I was at it, I restocked on splash potions of Swift and some fire resistance and so on. I've found that the speed potions in combination with sprinting is actually quite impressive. And also, before I quit, I checked, and it turns out that I had obtained a second Wither Skull. And so that's cool. And so now I'm off to the fortress once again to play the hunting game, looking for that third skull. And hopefully it won't take 3 or 4 hours as I've seen it do in other people's videos. But we'll find out. Make sure my brightness is up. Yes, it is. See what I mean? This sprinting in combination with speed potions is very effective. get around very quickly that way. This allows me to make the rounds of all the areas where the wither skeletons are likely to spawn. And then head back and do it again. Alright. Oh, that's right. I also took some time in the end to get a little bit more armor repair. It's good armor. I don't want to lose it, so I stop in and repair it every now and then. I am going to have to remember to pick up a load of diamond for the next time I go there, however. Oh, let's see. I want to see if that gas tier actually fell someplace where I can recover it. It did. Good. It makes about the third or fourth one of those I've had. Alright, I see those guys over there. Munch up. Refresh the speed potion. Okay. Not bad. And so I'm going to continue the rounds. Oh, there's another one. Put the fires out. Make sure I got everything. And continue making my rounds. And so this will continue for, I have no idea how long, until I have the third wither skull. Well, I've been at this for quite a while now. I honestly can't tell you how long it's been. I do know that I've used up all of my potions. I've come up with 1.5 stacks of coal, over 3 stacks of bones, a stack plus of blaze rods, half a stack of magma cream, and most importantly, the third wither skeleton skull. So, I think it's time to call it a day, get out of here, and figure out what I'm going to do about the wither. After I take care of this mess. There's so many of these guys around here. And the wither skeletons, I've noticed that very frequently they will spawn in groups of 4, usually with at least one regular skeleton as a escort, so to speak. Sometimes I have seen at least twice when there was 4 wither skeletons and 3 regular skeletons. That was a very busy fight, especially with some blaze down the corridor. Oh, there's another one over there. Hey, guy. Give me your best shot. Not good enough. You lose. You lose too. All right. As I said, my stuff is running out. It's my last batch of potions, so it's time to head out of here. Heck, I'm even running low on steak. So, I'm going to get out of here, get back into the overworld, and figure out what I'm going to do about this wither guy.